Hello everyone, welcome to Excel 10 tutorial. In this intermediate Excel tutorial, I will show you how you can convert Fahrenheit to Celsius in Microsoft Excel. I will show you how you can convert these two temperatures using formula, and I will also use Excel's built-in function to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius in Excel. Let's get started. Take a look at this. We have three temperature unit here in Fahrenheit, which is 1 degree Fahrenheit to Celsius is the most common thing you should learn. And then there is freezing temperature for water, which is 32 degree Fahrenheit, which I want to convert into Celsius. And then there is boiling temperature of water, which is 212 degree Fahrenheit, which I will eventually convert to Celsius. But there are two ways which you can use without the help of VBA. That means if you consider VBA, there will be three ways. But here in this tutorial, I will show you two ways to convert without using any VBA. Okay, so first you need to understand the basic formula, how you can convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. As I know the Fahrenheit to Celsius formula, you will have to consider these 2 points, which is freezing temperature and boiling temperature, 32 and 212. Freezing temperature in Celsius is 0 degree and the boiling temperature is 100 degrees Celsius. So we need the conversion to be calculated in a way that, let's say, if I minus that boiling temperature and freezing temperature, so in Fahrenheit scale you'll have 180 unit and in Celsius scale you will have 100 units. So somehow you need to match this scale. So you need to convert this 180 to 100. So what we did here, we deducted the freezing temperature from the boiling temperature. So if we convert this 180 to 100, that means we have 0 to 100 scale placed within this Fahrenheit scale. And the formula to do that is you'll have to multiply 5 and divide it by 9 and it will be converted into 100. Okay, so from 212 we had to deduct 32 and then we will multiply the result with 5 and divide it with 9, and that is the mathematical formula for Fahrenheit to Celsius. And I'm going to write that here. Let's say I'm going to convert 97 degree Fahrenheit and I'm going to convert it into Celsius. So our formula will be equal to, and open parenthesis, the cell where we have our Fahrenheit temperature, deduct 32, close parenthesis, and now we are going to multiply it with 5 and divide the whole thing with 9. So 36.11, this is our Celsius. Okay, so we have converted 97 degree Fahrenheit to Celsius, which converted result is 36 degrees Celsius using the mathematical formula inside Excel. And let's say if you don't know this formula or if you don't want to remember this formula, you also have an option. Excel has a built-in function for this. So I'm going to write that function here. I'm going to write here equal to and then write convert. Double click here and the first parameter is number. I'm going to select the cell where we have our temperature in Fahrenheit and then add comma. The second parameter is from unit. I'm going to scroll from here and I'm going to select degree Fahrenheit. Double click here and then I'm going to add comma and then I'm going to select degree Celsius. And if I close parentheses and press enter, and you can see we have successfully converted Fahrenheit to Celsius and the result is same. Okay, now if I use the same formula here, and you can see 1 degree Fahrenheit is negative 17.22 degrees Celsius, and let's convert it, and the second one should be 0 and the third one should be 100, and you can see the formula works perfectly. Freezing temperature in Fahrenheit is 32 and in Celsius is 0. Boiling temperature in Fahrenheit is 212 and in Celsius is 100 degrees Celsius. So let's take a look at some example. What if you want to convert some cooking temperature like 450 degree Fahrenheit, 425 degree Fahrenheit, 400 degree Fahrenheit to Celsius, and we will also calculate some body temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius, and we will also calculate some room temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So for cooking temperature, let's say I'm going to write the manual formula here. I'm going to write here equal to and then add open parentheses. Select the cell where I have the Fahrenheit, deduct with 32, multiply it with 5 and divide by 9. If I press enter, and here this is our Celsius. So here we have all the cooking and baking temperature: 450 degree Fahrenheit, 425 degree Fahrenheit, 400 degree Fahrenheit, and here you can see 190 degree Fahrenheit, and we have converted all of them in Celsius. Okay, and let's try here the body temperature. Here we are going to, let's say, use the Excel built-in function. So write here equal to and then write convert. Double click on the formula, select the number, and from unit I'm going to write capital F within double quotation, add comma, and I can either select capital C within double quotation, or I can write it. I'm going to write capital C within double quotation and close parentheses and press enter. And you can see body temperature has been converted from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So if you have high fever of 102 degree Fahrenheit, that would be 38.8 degree Celsius. The fever starts from 100.4 degree Fahrenheit, which is exactly 38 degree Celsius. Okay. Now let's check some room temperature or ambient weather temperature. And here, let's say I'm going to use the formula again, equal to convert. Double click. Select the number from unit, capital F within double quotation and capital C within double quotation, close parentheses and press enter. And here we have our room temperature calculated from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So this is how you can convert Fahrenheit to Celsius in Microsoft Excel. There are several ways, and in this video we have learned two different ways using the basic mathematical calculation on Excel, and also a built-in feature that Excel offers, which is our convert function. This is what I wanted to show you. Thank you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. If you can, support the channel through Patreon and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Thanks for watching.